Hey guys, so I don't know what I'm doing with my hands right now. Um, so I've been run off the road twice this week, like all four tires off of the road in like the past probably 4 days, maybe 5 days, but twice, two different cars just run me completely off the road. And I live in the mountains, and some of these roads, there is no side of the road. It's just like a cliff off the side of a mountain. Why? Like, so I live in Tennessee, and around here, there's a lot of like established people, like people that have just lived there here their whole lives, and they have a house and they are retired or whatever, and so they end up going and buying new cars. And so and some of these people, like some of these old people around here with these new cars, drive like complete assholes. And and then it's me that gets pulled over, right? Because my car is older, and I guess I look like a drug dealer or something, but I'm not. I'm just trying to get down the road. And so I'll get pulled over, and it's like dude, can y'all pull over some of these other people that are going like 80 miles an hour down the road? Or is it like your uncle or something? Like what is going on around here? So I got in a car wreck one time around here. I was going to see this girl I was dating. She lived like 2 hours away, and I was almost at her house, right? But I had to stop at the stop sign. And you know how sometimes if there's a guy behind you that doesn't want to wait their turn at the stop sign and they're turning right, they'll pull up next to you so that they can just turn right and go. Well, this dude pulls up next to me to go right because he didn't want to wait his turn behind me. And he was in a big ass truck. So I had already looked both ways and nothing was coming. It was just clear both ways. But I couldn't see around this truck. But I had just looked. So I go on ahead and go. And this car just appears right in front of me. All I see is car door, right? So I was just at a full stop, right? So I couldn't have been going that fast. So I basically bumped these people, right? And they fly off the road and smash into this power pole so hard that this power pole snaps in half, and it's just hanging by the power lines over their car. The whole front bumper of the car I was driving, it wasn't my car. My car had a gas leak or something. So I was driving my brother's girlfriend at the time's car. And the front bumper apparently was like plastic or something, and it just came off, completely off. And this truck that had pulled up beside me just goes just goes down the road. Just this whole car wreck just happened to him, or around him, next to him, and he just goes. And I don't like turn to look to see what his tag license plate was or anything, because I was literally just in the middle of a wreck. The airbag comes out and burns my arm, but that's not a big deal because these people over here just smashed into a power pole. So I have this thought because I'm just sitting in the middle of the road. I'm like, oh my God, I am sitting in the middle of the road. I'm going to die. So I pull out, like, pull over to this little field thing next to where this wreck just happened. And I get out of the car and I go look to check on these people that just hit this power pole. And like I'm like, are y'all okay? You know, and they're like, no, we're not okay. You know, obviously, I don't know, but one of them really wasn't okay. The girl that was on the, I mean, she was grown, but the girl that was on the side that hit the power pole, she was just like covered in glass and bleeding and stuff, but she was okay, thankfully. This dude runs up and he's like, do you want me to call 911? And I'm like, yes, please call 911. So he calls 911 and the everybody shows up. And this paramedic is like yelling at me to get away from this car, and I'm like, okay. So I get away from the car, and uh I I'm explaining to the cops what happened. This truck pulled up beside me and I couldn't see. I had just looked both ways. I hit these people and they flew off the road. The truck just took off. And I guess they just had to blame somebody, so of course it was my fault. And I overhear the paramedics. They say that this girl's fine. Um but they call a helicopter to come pick her up and take her to the hospital. It's probably like a 15-minute helicopter ride. Uh, so I get a letter in the mail from, I guess it was their insurance company's lawyers or something, saying they might come after my assets because the helicopter ride apparently was like 50 something $1,000 or something. And luckily, like I don't have any assets. I'm poor, you know. I mean, like it's like I don't know what you're gonna come after me for. um but the my brother, I called my brother's girlfriend. My brother's girlfriend's insurance agency just totals her car, even though her car still ran and everything. It was fine. They just total it. So I I just it like, why does it have to be so dangerous to just go down the road? Like, really? Why is it so hard? Why can't people just behave? Like, I got freaked out by the letter, right? And so I call a lawyer who is thankfully nice enough to just talk to me on the phone for a little bit. He doesn't like charge me $500 an hour or anything for consultation or whatever they want to call it. And I tell him what happened, and he's like, "Well, yeah, that's why it's illegal to like just pull up next to people at a stop sign. You're supposed to wait your turn at the stop sign. You know, that's why is because things like that tend to happen." So I think we need to come up with a system, right, for things like that when it's obviously not the person whose fault it is fault. I don't speak English today, sorry. But you see what I'm saying? Like that, like it was the truck's fault, but whatever. I don't know. I mean, I guess it's my fault. I'll just take the blame for it. But yeah, man. Drive safe. Like, do the speed limit. Pay attention. Watch the road. And if a truck pulls up beside you at a stop sign and you can't see around them, just wait. Wait for 10 minutes if you have to. Just do not go. They sent me another letter. The court or whoever sent me a letter, and they were like, keep your phone, because um I guess they needed to make sure that I wasn't on my phone when it happened or something, which I wasn't. I was just like, I wasn't breaking any laws. I just went. I zigged when I should have zagged, I guess. And it cost two different people their cars. It's great. It's terrible. It's not great. I was being sarcastic, obviously. But y'all be careful. Have a good one. I'll talk to you later.